Quick video on some changes that have occurred between RealSatisfied and Realtor.com. Very slight changes, but it may answer a couple questions if you're out there kind of wondering why something looks a little different or is happening a little different. So as you know, you can set up your testimonies to syndicate to your Realtor.com profile. What has changed is basically the information and how it's presented on the Realtor.com side. Originally, just the testimony would go to Realtor.com, but now, based on some of your settings, you can control a little bit more information that goes across. So let me explain. I'm going to go to Cindy Dunnigan's, and I have to credit Cindy for pointing out some differences, and I did a little research and found out why this information was changed and what we can do if we're seeing things not how we expect them. So this is pretty exciting. This is all new because originally, as I said, just this sort of small recommendation piece was coming across. But now, based on your settings, you can have the testimony as well as these ratings come through. Cindy works really hard in preparing her clients to know that a RealSatisfied survey is coming across. So you're going to see great content on her Realtor.com profile based on these RealSatisfied surveys that are coming across and the ratings. So that looks great. So there's just two little things you need to be aware of on your dashboard. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard. First of all, you want to make sure obviously that your syndication button is selected as on for Realtor.com. And if you go into the first time and it's not connected, it may ask you for your National Association number, your NARDS number, to make sure that it can connect with your profile on Realtor.com. The other thing you want to check is you go into your page settings. In your page settings, and I've done this in other videos, I've kind of explained some differences in terms of how you display your information, whether you're displaying your aggregate or you're displaying your detailed readings for each survey. If you want your information to look just like Cindy's, where it has the details of the broken down elements here as well as your ratings, then you're going to need to make sure that you've selected display detailed ratings for each survey. So that's going to connect that information and show it the way you want it to be shown. Now, down here, I also want to point out another link. You want to make sure that you're checking your Realtor.com and making sure that those surveys are publishing as you expect them to. If you see a lag in that information being posted to Realtor.com, they've added this refresh your data. You know, you got to remember that these are two huge platforms and they have to kind of talk. And sometimes it might miss a beat. From what I understand, Realtor.com and RealSatisfied, they exchange the feed once a day. So if you're posting or if you've gotten a survey and you've walked through the steps where you've said, yes, I'd like it published, yes, I'd like it maybe to go to Facebook, and yes, I'd like it to go to Realtor.com. If you've walked through all those steps, when you got that alert that you got a new survey and you go right to Realtor.com and it's not there, hasn't had a chance yet. I would wait and check it the next day. The other thing you can do, if you find that maybe the feed didn't catch up, you can come in here and hit this refresh your data feed, and then it's going to kind of push that feed out there once a day. So that's going to be helpful if you're not seeing the information hit Realtor.com as you expected. And I would say, based on the research I'm doing, it can take up to 24 hours. Worst case, come back, hit this refresh, and then it might take another 24 hours for those surveys to go out. The other thing I want to point out is if you've missed that email that has alerted you that you have a new survey, you can always go back into your dashboard and follow the same actions that you would have from that original email that says, hey, you got a new survey, you got maybe a testimony. By going into your dashboard, you can select. See here, I have all these surveys that have been returned. A couple have, this one has been sent, obviously didn't get anything back. These all three have received a survey and or a testimony back. So it doesn't look like it, but you can actually click on one of your clients and get to other fields. For instance, let's say when this one came in, I didn't post it to Facebook at the time, or maybe I want to repost it to Facebook. I go right into my client's link there and I go to review. And now I can review the same steps that I would have gone through when I got the original email, or I can do it now for the first time. Since I've already marked this one public, it's saying, hey, you've already marked this one public. If you'd like to make some changes or do something else, you just hit confirm. So I want to confirm that I'd like to keep this one public. The next thing I want you guys to do is mark it blue. You may have overlooked that, but I like the blue. I think it obviously matches our brand a little bit better. Now it's walking me through this second step. Do I want to post? I'm going to say no at this moment, but I could certainly repost to Facebook or Twitter if I wanted to. And then I go next, and then it's just reminding me that I'm already connected. So if you hadn't gone through these processes before, you can go ahead and connect it to Realtor.com and hit finish. So now I'm going to hit back. So that's all I really wanted to point out today. Thank you, Cindy, for noticing that there was a bit of a difference there, and hopefully this video was helpful.